All right, so how does one get 30 years of experience? Anyone know the answer? Well, I'm going to teach you. And it's not really tricky, guys. It's really not tricky. 30 years of experience comes by putting in the work for 30 years. I wish there was a shortcut, but there's just not. The reason why I wanted to talk about this today was two things, actually. I read something that it was good to have a break in your YouTube posts, so I want to test the algorithm. So I didn't show up yesterday. I wasn't consistent. I wasn't on the plan to get 30 years of experience because I skipped a day. But there's a reason behind it, and we're going to test that theory and see if it actually works. So I'm interested in that. And then secondly, I saw that quote. What does it take to get 30 years of experience? And the answer is very simple. It takes 30 years. There's no shortcut. The other day I was talking to a friend back home in New Zealand who I haven't connected with in a long time. And we were talking about a buddy of ours. And the buddy of ours he's much like myself. He's not super bright, super intelligent compared to some of the other friends that we have. And this guy is probably making the most money out of all of my friends now. And how did he do that? Well, he actually started at the bottom of the company, the very bottom of the company, as a labourer. And he stayed consistent. And it's probably 20 plus years now of consistency. He worked through all the labouring jobs. He was really great. Good, big, strong dude. He worked through that, and then unfortunately he got injured. And because of his injury, a lot of people would be like, oh man, I've shit the bed. What am I going to do now? Luckily, we knew the owner of the company, and the owner of the company put him into a scheduling position, an office job. And a lot of people would have probably gone, oh my God, what? Because he's a big, strapping young lad at this age and, really into exercise, being healthy, being moving in the job, all that sort of stuff. But he probably was just happy to keep getting paid, right? So he moved into that position and he stayed in that position for a long time. It came with some, higher responsibilities over time. And then ultimately our friend sold the company. And maybe before then, because he had been there for so long, he got shares in the company. I can't remember. And as they sold the company, they sold to a bigger company that was not based in the same town. And guess who became the manager, the guy who ran that area? My buddy. He knew everything about the company because he had been in most of the positions. And he had been consistent, stayed at the job, and moved into an amazing position and started getting paid a lot more money. Now, I haven't talked to him directly yet, but my friend told me the other day that things are going so well for him that he has now moved into a higher position within the company and relocated to where the head office is. So not only was he running one division, now he's in a higher position looking over a whole lot more people and areas within the business. And how did that happen? It happened through consistently showing up and doing the work, doing his job. I don't know how much money he's making now. It's none of my business, but I know it's a shit ton. And I know he's very happy. And I know that things are great for him, Another friend, and I'm going to call this guy out because he's on the YouTubes and he loves it. Vaki Itzabeth? Yeah, I think it's Itzabeth. I'll drop his YouTube channel in the comments, guy. This guy's an absolute stud. I've known Vakes for quite some time now. I believe he opened his CrossFit gym around when I opened my CrossFit gym. I ended up going up to his gym couple years later to do CrossFit Level 2 and really got to know the guy, saw his gym, how it worked. He was really great athlete, great business owner, as all CrossFitters did back then, learning it, working out as you go. Connected with him over the years, and then obviously I sold my gym and moved to Canada. He got out of New Zealand, went to Australia to open up a second gym. And, the story's long and blah, 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 blah. But this guy has an amazing YouTube channel now. I think he's got 100,000 plus followers on Instagram. He does videography for Matt Fraser and the HWPO team. And how did he get there? He was consistent. He stuck at it. Actually, I'll put the link to Savan's podcast with Vakes because it tells the whole story of how he had ups and downs, highs and lows, peaks and troughs, challenges along the way, and how he just pivoted all the time and worked out, found out what he loved, what his skills were, how he could improve on those skills. And because he did those things along the way, he just got into a position where he's the videographer for Matt Fraser and HWPO. That's huge. That's amazing. He's done some of the most amazing video clips in the CrossFit world of Tia Clear Toomey and all the other greats in the sport. So the big thing that I'm trying to get into our heads today, especially my own, because I have the old shiny object syndrome or the squirrel syndrome. What's that? That looks cool. I'll go try that. When I haven't really shown up, I haven't really got that 30 years of experience under the belt like my two friends. So remember, it's going to be challenging along the way. And there's going to be times where you want to give up. But if you know what you're doing is what you love and you're passionate about it, and you can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, don't get me wrong, there's sometimes where you think you're seeing a light at the tunnel, but it's not a light at all. It's all in your head, and you have to know when to pull out. But if you think you're onto a winner and people around you are supporting you, telling you're onto a winner, then stay at it. Get those support systems in place and take that 30-year experience challenge. Hope it makes sense. I hope you get out there and go after whatever it is that you are trying to get after. Goodness me, can't spit out the words. I look like a dog's breakfast. Anyway, go get some.